Are we ready, just good to go, or are you getting stuff set up still?
Nope, we're good to go.
We're good to go? I don't know. How do you want to start?
I don't know.
Well, I'm here with Jonah Backus. Jonah, how you doing?
Pretty good.
I don't know why we're shaking hands. I see you like all the time.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Jonah's my roommate. He's also trying to be a Christian contemporary songwriter or something like that, right? I don't know. You write your own songs, something like that. I don't know, some band I've heard of, Jonah Backus and the Conquerors, I think.
Yeah, I think there's a weird keyboarder in that, isn't there?
Well, he's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but like, I guess there's probably somebody in there. So, yeah, I don't know, got a band and kind of trying to see how things go, right? I don't know.
Yeah. I've actually received awesome support and everything from all friends and family. It's been amazing just the support we've gotten in the short time we've been doing this. So.
I don't know. I kind of had a little bit of a part in that, so I don't know. I've kind of seen a little bit of that, but yeah, I don't know. We've had a lot of success, like social media wise. The music video that we put out last week has almost 1,000 views on YouTube in like a week and a half, which is pretty awesome. Right. I don't know, I guess since he's helping us out right now, we can help thank Michael Wu for his hard work with the music video. He did an awesome job.
This interview. He's going to be helping us out with lots of other things down the road.
Yeah, we're happy to have him on board, so thanks to Michael Wu. I don't know, you want me to start asking you some questions or something like that?
Okay, sure.
Think you're ready?
Fire away.
Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready?
Ready as no time like the present.
All right, well, I guess my first question for you is when did you start writing your own music?
Okay. That's kind of a short one. I think Day of Glory was the first one I wrote, even though it's not the first one I released.
That was the first one that you wrote. Did you write lyrics to that one, or the tune too, or
both.
Just lyrics?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And I did that when I was 16.
16? Okay.
Yeah.
So was that something that you just kind of started doing, or had you kind of played around with that when you were younger and then all of a sudden it all came together, or how did that start?
I had been playing guitar for a while, and I was helping the church out with some contemporary stuff, and I really liked that. I loved sharing being part of that ministry, you know, with the music, because it was one of my stronger points. And Day of Glory actually came about when my grandma, who was one of my biggest supporters, she just loved music. She passed away in the fall, and it just kind of got me thinking, you know, as Christians, you know, don't have to be afraid of death. We don't have to fear death at all. It doesn't have to make us sad because, you know, I'm going to see her again someday. So Day of Glory is just inspired from the fact that, you know, she's gone for a little bit now, but someday I'm going to see her again in heaven. And so that's where the lyrics and that was inspired from there. That's
really awesome too, I think. It's a really good reminder. Like, Day of Glory, for those of you who have heard it, is a joyous, glorious song. So rather than using that time like as a time of mourning or a time of sadness, I mean, obviously your family was sad, but like being able to use that as a positive and kind of point to heaven, that's really awesome. I think that's like a reminder that we all need to have, that even in death and sorrows throughout life, that like it can always be a happy thing because of what we have to look forward to. That's really awesome.
Have the end goal in mind.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. So what is your thought process when you're writing songs? I know, like, I've been in the room a lot of times and I've kind of heard you writing songs, but I remember a few times I've come in and you're like, oh, I just need the bridge and I'm done with this song. And like, I hadn't heard you writing the song at all. So I don't know if you just, I kind of picture it as like, you kind of just get this inspiration and you pound it out, but I guess you can tell us better, like, what is your inspiration? How do you go about it? What is the process you go through when you're writing music?
Sure. Obviously it's different for any musician, artist. Any songwriter will have his own different ways of doing things. For me, it's kind of just sporadic on the spot, mixed with, you know, you have to kind of just sit down and say, I'm gonna do this. So if I hear a melody I like, or if I'm going through the day and I just hear a one-liner in my head, you know, it's like, oh, that's good. So I capture that in my phone, probably just a little 10-second short recording, you know, like for just kind of to jump my brain every once in a while. It's like that would be a good idea, so I'll mark it down as like idea 1, idea 2, or you know, bridge, good bridge. As that happens, I get the melodies together. Sometimes I'll have a topic on my mind that is kind of been on my mind a lot, is heavy on my brain, you know. And from there, I'll kind of just pick out words or one-liners that I think would fit really good for lyrics. And then once I want to put all those together, you know, it's finding what lyrics, how I want to set the song, what kind of song I want it to be. So it's putting the lyrics with the ideas that I have in my phone, and then it's just sitting down, lots of writing.
Sure. But yeah, that's something that I was curious about too. So does it generally start with a tune first and then you put lyrics to the tune? Or does sometimes you get this, you hear some scripture in religion class or in chapel or something like that, and then you have the words first and then you put the words to a tune? How does that happen?
It depends on the song. For me, I've had both.
Okay.
Sometimes I find just a really killer melody and I'm like, I want to make that a song.
Yep.
And you find lyrics to go with that melody. Sometimes I'll have these really good lyrics in my head that, like, I'll be saying chapel sometimes and I'll hear something that really strikes me. I'll be like, you know, I want to put that in a song. And then depending on what the lyrics are, it's like, what kind of song do I want this to be?
Yeah, the tone or the overall mood.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of got a little bit like firsthand of that this summer. We were talking on the phone that one time and talking about, I don't even remember, and I mentioned something from a movie, like that the line is like, I'm preparing for rain. And then you were like, oh, that'd be great inspiration for a song. So I guess I'm trying to put that into my own song too. So I guess that you can just kind of see where it comes from anywhere.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see how my songwriting experiment goes. So far it's slow but sure,
In progress,
I guess.
yeah,
Yes, for
that's
sure.
usually how it is.
For sure.
Until lightning strikes. It's
So you talked about how you have a really musical family, and I have experienced that too when I was at your house and we were just singing hymns around the piano, or your whole family was singing, all your siblings. Do you have a musical role model or someone that kind of got you started on playing guitar or writing music or whatever it was?
Role models are very abundant for me. It started probably when I was 6, kindergarten. Dad knew I wanted to play guitar, and I have a vivid memory of him pulling up the driveway and his work van, and he pulled out my first, you know, mini kid-sized guitar, and I remember that so well. And then he just started teaching me little chords, some little leads, so that I could just play with the uncles in the family. So that was huge. He's the one who got me started on guitar. I would lay awake at night, you know, right before I went to bed, just listening to him play, because our rooms were right next door to each other, so I could hear him through the walls playing his guitar, you know. I also, my brother is extremely musical as well. He might not admit it sometimes, but in some cases more musical than I am. Somewhere Safe is actually mostly his song.
Did he? I remember that. He wrote the lyrics or the
both,
tune? He
actually.
wrote both. Okay.
He wrote both, and then I was like, Micah, you have to, you know, get that out there. And he knew I was going to do this.
Sure.
You know, so he gave me permission to take it to Alex Bennett, who's another amazing guy, my producer, who just gets all the magic going. And Somewhere Safe was born. So. That Micah is also very musical as well.
Sure.
It's amazing the things he can do. Not the same instruments, which works out really well when we're trying to play together.
For sure. That must be awesome for him to see too, kind of how successful his song has been.
Right.
I don't know, has he been following the success of it like we have? I mean, if he sees when we released the song itself, it hit 500 views on YouTube right away, and now we have the video, and so altogether his song has been seen almost 1,500 times at least, plus all the other times that it's been heard on other stuff. Have you talked to him about that? Has he been pretty excited about how that's worked out?
I actually don't know about that part. Whenever I talk to him, we don't really talk about the music aspect, but it is, in essence, his song that he gave me permission to use and sing. So have him to thank for that. Also, my mom would always be singing around. She did lots of singing with me in church, always. So she was always amazing role model. She pushes me to do music all the time. She always wants to hear my songs. Always trying to get everything out there. You know how moms are. My family, uncles, all of them are talented musically. Mike Westendorf, who's also another Christian recording artist, amazing man. I went to ask him a question one time about how to get started because I knew I wanted to do this, but I didn't know how. And Mike Westendorf obviously has the experience and has done it for a lot longer than I have. And just an amazing mentor. He's been an amazing role model. I would not be this far without Mike. I also talked to Chris Dreisbach, who's another Christian musician, and he's been giving me lots of advice. So I've been feeding off of the advice from so many experienced people, and it's just been amazing. When people know you want to do something, you can get a lot of connections and just help from so many people.
For sure, that's awesome. I think that's really encouraging and kind of helps you like keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
We've seen all the support we've had, but then all the people that have supported you in the past and kind of helped you get started, for sure. And I mean, we kind of talked about like how much support we've received, how much, I guess, success the music has had so far, and how much encouragement. And I don't know, we have some of our buddies come in the room and ask every once in a while, oh, when's the next song coming out, or what are you guys doing next? Like, they seem really excited to see kind of where Jonah Backus and the Conquerors is going. So do you kind of have a sneak peek or a preview of what people have to look forward to from Jonah Backus and the Conquerors?
Let's see. Well, in 2 weeks we have the new single coming out, Just Keep Running. 2 weeks. Soon, I think November, we have my personal favorite one that I've written so far.
Me too.
In Awe of You.
I think so.
Amazing Grace. That's coming out in November. So I'm really excited about that one. Can't wait for November. December 8th will actually be helping worship in chapel, which is a great opportunity to just share the word of the Lord through music and through our gifts and abilities. So I just am thankful for the fact that the staff here has been very supportive too, and letting us share our gifts, to the benefit of God's kingdom. So
for sure, yeah, I'm really excited. We've kind of, been talking about, hey, where do we want to go with this? And I think it's safe to say that we're both all in on it, and really excited to see where it'll go. I'm excited for Just Keep Running, and then really excited for In Awe of You in November. That'll be a good one. And I know we've been talking about some stuff we might want to do around Christmas time, getting maybe some other musical groups from MLC involved as well. So we'll have to see how that goes.
Right.
But yeah, really super excited. I don't know, just kind of keeping people informed. I mean, we want to make sure that like people know that we're still keeping with it. I mean, we've been practicing 2-3 times a week, kind of drilling the songs that we have started working on, and then working on some new stuff. And worshiping in chapel is a great opportunity too. Not only to kind of have our fellow students kind of see what we're doing, but also, of course, most importantly, just enhancing worship and praising God using our talents. So that'll be really awesome. I don't know, is there anything else you want to tell people? Anything else you wanted to address?
Lots of people have been asking me when the album's going to drop. And I don't know if
me included.
I don't know if they were joking or not, but there actually is one coming out. I'd like to get it out February.
February? Okay.
But that's very flexible at this point. So that's going to be the most exciting thing probably within the next 6 months here. So
we'll have to tell the people back home to be patient. It'll get here. Just it's a grind, and it's a process. And that's definitely where we're going short term. I know we have some long term stuff too, talking about a kind of a week-long tour in Wisconsin at some of our home congregations. That's something awesome to look forward to. Hopefully we can make that work. And some other bigger long-term stuff that we can talk about later when it comes to that. But yeah, so far I think I can say, and you can say what you want about it too, that things are going really well so far and excited where they're going. I think. I don't know what you have to add to that.
I just want to give credit to some of the band members that have been helping out, volunteering. Keith Brasso on drums, Paul Kepsel on acoustic guitar, Caleb Kelpine on bass. They've all been extremely understanding and just really supportive of it. And the fact that, the commitment, it's a big commitment, an hour, 2 or 3 days a week in a college schedule. So I just want to, shout out to them for just being there, be willing to pitch in and do this, because it's really been just an amazing ride. So
for sure. And I guess we can maybe mention that too. The plan is coming up pretty quick here, probably within a week or so, is to do another video, kind of like a meet the band members type thing. So people have maybe seen our profile picture on Facebook is our band, or kind of seen that we have a band put together, but we kind of want to get their names out there and have people get to know kind of who they are,
give credit
like what they're interested in outside of music and stuff like that. So I think that'll be really good for people to see too. So looking forward to that as well. So yeah, I don't know if we have anything else. Do you have anything else?
I think that's it.
I think it was good. Another thank you to Michael Wu. He's been putting in a lot of time for us, and we're really appreciative. He does a great job. And he did say our music video was his favorite, so we're happy with that.
That's saying a lot, because he's done like over 1,000 from what I hear.
Like millions, I think, something like that. But yeah, I think we're all good to wrap it up. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm not leaving. I'll see you after.
See you
this.
later tonight.
But yeah, sounds good.